Hi there, my name is Leah Robbins. I am the owner of Robbins Ready Learning. We are a tutoring practice based in New York City. I am a math teacher and a math tutor, and I also specifically tutor students who are preparing for the Hunter State test, the SHSAT, the SAT. I personally only focus on math for that test, and also various Regents exams. So I'm recording this on Tuesday, April 4th. If you are a sixth grade parent, you may have a child who is taking the Hunter exam tomorrow. If you are that person, or maybe you're watching this sometime in the future, I would love to just offer you a few tips for tonight and for tomorrow morning. So the first thing that I want to say is if it is the day before the test, and this goes for any really big test, more than likely you're not going to learn any big major concepts, your child at least. Tonight is about relaxing a little bit. Tonight is about getting a good night's sleep. And tonight is also about understanding maybe the test format and then the logistics for the morning. So when I say test format, we'll talk about Hunter. The Hunter State test is a 3-hour test. Students have about 50 ELA questions, about 30 math questions, and then there is an essay section. So being that it's a 3-hour block of time, students can answer the questions in any order that they want. So what you can be doing right now is making sure your students know the order that they want to take the test in. I would probably recommend starting with the section that they feel the most confident with, math or ELA, reading comprehension, and then save the essay for the end. The essay, I would say, go over a few tips with them. Remind your children that the essay is really about having them show that they can be creative, having them use some of those sensory details. The Hunter website does say that they like seeing that, and that the essay is well organized and answers the prompt that's given. All right, the essay is usually a personal narrative. So it's not like they need to learn anything external to answer the question, okay? Remind them that the essay on the Hunter test is gonna look a lot different than the essays that they have on their state exams. And in school right now, they might be preparing for their ELA state test in New York State. That part looks a lot different. All right, so test format, knowing what the test looks like is really important. The second thing, we want to make sure that they feel comfortable with the logistics and everything that's going to happen in the morning. So I believe that check-in time is 8 a.m. for the Hunter exam. Make sure that you and your child know exactly when you're going to leave in the morning. Know that you might be waiting online for a little while. Know that it's important to go to the bathroom before the test starts because you want to be able to use those 3 hours for test taking. And then I would just say spend some time making sure they have their pencils, making sure that they have a watch that they can really tell the time with, making sure that they understand again that the test is 3 hours long and they can do the test in any order that they want. Okay. Now, lastly, you might be wondering if there's anything that you can do in terms of content or knowledge getting ready for the test. So I would say maybe what you can do is you can think about like a strategy in terms of answering really difficult questions. So that strategy could be to use process of elimination to get started. And that goes for both math and for ELA. Maybe if you want to feel like you're doing something, there's nothing wrong with practicing some math skills. That could look like hard division problems, order of operation problems, problems involving like decimals and fractions, things like that. Chances are you are not going to learn a brand new concept in one night and then feel ready to master it. But if you want to do a little bit of, like, I call it math conditioning, that's totally fine. And you can kind of just Google those things like multiplication with decimals, division with decimals, things like that might be good for your child to just practice. So those are my tips for tonight, or whenever you're reading this or whenever you're watching this video and you're thinking about the night before the test, you might be feeling anxious, your child might be feeling anxious, but I want to remind you that if your child is taking the Hunter test and they did prepare for it, that's already a really, really, really awesome thing, because they are doing something that a lot of sixth graders haven't really done yet. It's really impressive to prepare for this high level competitive exam. So I don't want any student to feel like if they don't get into Hunter that their life is ruined. There will be another high school for them that I'm sure they will excel at. And if they do get in, that's amazing. Either way, they should be really proud of themselves. Okay. So I hope that everybody has a great night. Whenever you're watching this video, I hope that your child gets a good night's sleep. I hope in the morning they have something that they can eat and they feel nourished in that sense. And that if you're in New York, you have a break coming up so that you enjoy the break that's to come after the test. All right, my name is Leah. It was nice chatting with you about my last minute tips before the Hunter exam. If you have any questions, please reach out, Leah at robinsreadylearning.com, and we'll talk soon.